Hey there, everybody. Greetings from really rainy Richmond, Virginia. I hope that all of you guys are doing well. It's raining like crazy here. It's been raining for days and days and days on end. And, it's kind of like the movie Twilight. You think Edward and Bella are just going to pop out any time now. Chris is also rehearsing, so there's a lot of heavy metal music going on, but I have two journals to go into the shop today, so I'd love to show those to you. Guys, the first one is really it's crazy remarkable. It's really a very cool fabric, so I want to talk a little bit about the fabric. This was a gift from a friend. It's called Of Jasmine and Jade. Now, I wanted to show you how precious this is, how precious this fabric is. This is, the name of the fabric is Chrysanthemum Tree. It's aqua and OL citron. I think is really interesting. This fabric was made in England. It's 100% cotton. I don't remember who sent this to me. I'm like racking my brain. I just can't remember. But thank you. It's so precious to me that I have not used it. But, new journals, new items, new fabric, that kind of thing. So I did want to use some of this precious fabric. It is absolutely super, super cool. So you've got, a really cool vintage fabric here. This is what the spine looks like. Guys, this book is bigger than 5x7. It is 5x7 3/4. This was a total accident. I forgot to cut it off at 7, and I had already covered it, and it was like, oh well. So a bonus journal, a big journal. Let's just kind of look through here and see all of the creative elements that you have at your disposal in one super easy place to get to. A lot of times I think that our creativity is hampered by having too many choices, or by having a gorgeous and precious stash, and we don't want to use things in the stash, or we just have too much in the stash and it's really hard to decide what to use. This is a shortcut journal because you can open it, choose a few elements. I have curated things for you. There's very little thought to putting things together because it's all ready to go, my friends. You also have journaling space in here should you want to write or draw or do whatever you want to do. This paper, guys, is 80 pounds. It's, it would be okay to do light watercolor on, I think. I have not tried it. Any kind of sketching would be fun as well. You do have cardstock. Now, obviously, this is cardstock, and you can paint on cardstock, of course. I've been on a watercolor journey. It's been way fun with Diane Antone. I usually leave her linked in the description box below so you can check her out. She has a shop. You can find out everything about watercolor and Diane at dianeantone.com. But I will leave that in the description box below. This is a good example. This is a piece that was intended to be, you guys know I use recycled, repurposed, previously loved items in these books. This was supposed to be a rub-on, and it lost its rub-on love. So I think it would be really super cool if it were just glued onto this piece of vintage Jane Eyre text page. And then you could mount it on here, and then you could embellish it with these really super cool butterflies. That's just a little example of how these books work. This is from the 1952 publication Quick. It looks like this. I love to include authentic vintage in these books. I think it's really important to provide you with not only that little kind of peek into the past, but the type of paper that was used, the typeface that was used, the text that was used, the verbiage that was used. It's just all super interesting here. Another little collection that would just work perfectly together. Another little collection for you. We are not even through the first signature of this book, and look at all these ideas. A lot of times when I work in journals, I turn it into work and I forget to have fun. And really, it's really about the process of having fun with these items that you'll want to develop and lean into as you're working with a book like this. We've got some stickers here. This is some ink dyed paper. So, let's just think about that. You don't have to get your inks out. You don't have to get your papers out. You don't have to get anything out except for a glue stick, and you may want a pair of scissors, but really you can just glue stick whatever you want. Now let's talk about surfaces. Well, where am I going to glue stick all this? Well, there's a page, there's a page, there's a page. Perfect glue book substrates. Substrates are what we build upon. These are some super cool stickers that kind of go along with this elephant imagery right here. This is a page from Philatelic magazine, which is a stamp magazine from the post office. So I thought the addition of this little postal piece right here that actually looks like a stamp would encourage you to build an animal stamp. The way that you go through here, you'll notice that things are themed, like this little piece. This says holidays and seasons. These are shopping bags. This is a tag that you can build upon. This is a substrate that you could build upon. Holidays and seasons mean a lot, don't they? As you are, I'm sorry, this was like my place marker when I went downstairs not long ago. Seasons and shopping, sisters, friends, things like that. A memory page, if you will. Lots of vintage text here. We've got vintage recipe cards. I've got items that I've torn from magazines. Another page from the 1952 Quick magazine. A whole butterfly theme going on here. Pockets of things to play with. This is some fabric from the swatch here. So you'll have a nice piece of fabric to work with. Magazine images, bookmarks. These are so sweet. I love them. These are pieces that are cut from fairy napkins. Now imagine that on a page with these beautiful feathers here. A lot of items in this book, I have to say thank you, Judy, because she brought me a pile. Judy is a wonderful card maker, and she brought me a pile of her offcuts. Her offcuts are so inspiring. They really are. And a lot of them did end up in this journal and the next one that I'm going to show you. This is the kind of bass strings that Chris plays. It's a pocket. I think it's really fun to work with items that have dimension and shape, and it encourages you to explore. It encourages you to develop your skills and hone your skills. More than anything, guys, it encourages you to just have fun. Have fun with color, have fun with shape, have fun with the energy that you put into the book. We think about imagination, and honestly, it's your imagination engaging with this paper and all this ephemera that creates a journal especially for you. This could be your peaceful place. This could be your warm-up in the morning over a cup of coffee. This could be your cool down in the afternoon. Journals like this are perfect to stick into a bag if you've got a commute, if you are a caregiver. It's a very perfect thing for a caregiver. It's compact. It's easy to use. Like I said, you only need that glue stick, y'all, and scissors if you want. So you've got plenty of things to work with, plenty of fun to have. You'll also notice that there are packages of pre-cut, ready-to-go art trading card kits for you in these books as well. Like I said, this one is 5 by 7 3/4. It does have a 2.5-inch spine, and I did include one of my handmade homemade beads on this one as well. I really do like the sparkle, the color, just a really happy journal. I hope that you guys like it. The next journal that I'm going to show you guys, the next little creative book, this is a fabric that we had last week. I had one more piece left, and we had a lot of interest in the journal that I made with this fabric, and I thought, well, I'll just make another one. A really fun bead strand consisting of glass beads as well as some wood beads, and I don't know how this light purple got in here, but it just wanted to jump in to the party. I wanted to have some fun. Just a little housekeeping: when you guys get these journals, I do wrap them quite tightly, and if you're working in them and if you're putting your work back into the journals, back into the pockets, just remember that a lot of times you have to press down and pull your stretchy string off the closure here, because she gets really chunky. Perfect spot, people, for you to work on projects and put them back into the pockets of the book. You know, never feel like this is a static thing, y'all. This is interactive. This is for you, uniquely for you to play with, to interact with, to write in, to draw, to sketch. Like I said, some of this is cardstock, so you could definitely do a little bit of watercolor here. You won't get that watercolor striation, you know, that on a 140-pound watercolor paper. But, you know, it's a place to doodle. It's a place to have fun. This was a really fun piece right here. This says, and do be careful upon taking it out. Sometimes you do have to kind of fiddle with things. Let's see if we can get this out, because I gotta show it to you. This is an ad from that 1952 Bell telephone. Nice place to work. And then this piece says, hello. So imagine these two pieces together and how much fun they would look on a page to work with. So let's just gently kind of put these things back in here. And you've got a piece of cardboard right here that's kind of ready to go into, you know, you could do could totally do a cluster. I know that a lot of you guys are interested in cluster. This is a little piece from the aforementioned Judy, one of her offcuts, and her offcuts from her card making are like, wow, awesome. Inspiration. A little madness in the spring is wholesome even for the king. A beautiful quote from Emily Dickinson on some vellum, and there's a bird back here as well. Recipes. This is from a dictionary. I love using old text and old pages. You'll notice that the journal that we had before, Jade and Jasmine and Jade, had a double pocket in it. So you've got a double pocket in this one as well, because I just couldn't stop. That's the whole problem with these, is I can't stop. I can't stop. When I start putting them together, it's like this, I don't know what happens. It's like falling into a trance or something. I just have so much fun, and I just keep going on and on and on. And then you get these giant journals, but hey, that's okay, right? We all need we all need some fun. We need some levity. We need some brightness in our lives. It's just a challenging time to be human. I read a funny meme the other day that said, why is it so expensive to just be alive? Also, I'm not having any fun. So I thought, oh my God, that's kind of it, isn't it? It's like, gee whiz. This is a really fun piece back here. These are some sticky notes. Again, a pre-loved item. And at the bottom, you'll see a link to my friend Leanne's Etsy shop. So do check her out. She is absolutely marvelous. I like anything that's cosmic, don't you guys? I love this. This was a piece of sheet music, well loved, that has tape on it. It has actual cellophane tape from who knows when. Obviously, it was precious to someone. Lots of ideas, lots of colors, lots of shapes, lots of things that go automatically together, curated to make creativity quick and easy and productive. Guys, these books are already in the Etsy store, so please just click the link to my Etsy shop and check them out. So we've got, I think I called this Mandala Pink, and this is Jasmine and Jade. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Have a great day. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. See you later. Bye.